man, I don't want to be traveling in this. Got like 4 down arrows and stuff. What y'all doing? What's my stuff looking like? 72, 60s. Might have to apologize to the ski pants because I'm starting to think all kinds of pants take a lot of damage. Not sure what it is about that. Yeah, but you ever do anything with little kids? Either don't go to prison or don't try to join the Latin Kings. They're gonna buff you out. He said it's a myth too, that if you go to prison as like a lawyer, that you'll have a bunch of friends in prison because they can get free legal advice or whatever. And he's like, yeah, that's all good until you give somebody the advice and it's either bad advice or things don't go well for the guy, and then he wants to kill you. It's like, so, you know, that might only work for like a month or two, and then once somebody gets a bad rap on you, then they hate you and probably other people hate you. So we're gonna go back to the farmhouse, or at least to the little barn in front of it, and dump this stuff off, the food. And then we're gonna start heading back to Mystery Lake. But I think he said in the Latin King story that they had asked him to check on the guy, and he had done it, and because he had access to more websites and stuff like that, since he was basically a self-taught lawyer in prison, he had more internet access than other people, and he had found that out and told them, and they came to him again and asked him, and he was like, I can't do that for you no more, fellas. Like, I didn't mind helping you before, but you went and dropped a floor buffer on somebody. Like, that wasn't just like a shiv in the toilet or whatever. That made the news, man. It's like if that guy would have died, sooner or later, somebody here would have given me up. No, I'm not doing that. You gotta keep it low profile, man. If you're gonna involve somebody outside people, you can't be firing off fireworks over the dead body. Like, what you doing here? What's funny, I was at work somehow. Like, I used to work in a legal department, and somehow we got keyed on to a story about this place called Goomba's Pizzeria. And Goomba is like, what, an Italian term for like a thug, basically. Low-level idiot thug. But there's an article about somebody just deciding to come into Goomba's Pizzeria and complain about the pizza, about the calzone. Since I had to say it was the worst calzone he ever had in his life or whatever, he got in a fight with the guy behind the counter. Like, I don't know if he tried to slap him or what happened, but then the patron decided to pull a gun, and the guy took the gun away from him and pistol whipped him to the point where he had to go to the hospital. And this story evolved over like 3 years, because every time I would tell people about the story, like I'm telling you now, I would go look it up and see what happened at Goomba's Pizzeria, and there were more layers to it. And so after like 3 years, it came out that the guy was in witness protection. He was legit a mobster who was in witness protection and decided to take a gun away from somebody and pistol whip him for daring to pull it on him. And so they had to like move him again. And so then like I went back and checked on it again, and he had been convicted. I don't think of the pizzeria thing. He had been convicted of something else and sent back to prison again. But I just thought it was funny because we were all joking the first time about going into Goomba's Pizzeria and picking on the clerk behind the desk and getting pistol whipped. Like, dude, that guy's got to be like a mob enforcer or something. Like, we were all joking about it, and it ended up being true. But if you got your phone there, look it up. Goomba's Pizzeria, pistol whipping, or something like that. You'll find it. And then search it a couple of times and try to look at the dates and try to find newer articles, because originally they were acting like it was just a robbery gone wrong or something. And, and I specifically remember that he complained about the calzone. So don't complain about the calzone if you go to Goomba's Pizzeria. Just eat it. That's a good advice for any restaurant. Just eat it. Don't complain. Don't send it back. I got a burger one time at a place, and it was like raw. I'm not talking about like rare. It was raw. Like the texture of the meat was mushy. Yeah, get that rabbit. Leave me alone. It was mushy. And I called the manager out, and he's like, "Oh, I'll send it back. We'll get it fixed." Like, that's like completely wrong. Sorry, the guy's new or whatever. And I was like, "Nope. No, I don't care that I waited an hour for my food. Take that stuff off my bill. I ain't paying for it." He's like, "No, really, it's no problem." I was like, "No, dude, I've worked in a restaurant. I am not eating anything that comes out of that kitchen." Like, I don't care that it's blatantly and obviously the cook's fault this time. I'm not eating anything that comes out of that kitchen. Just credit me the stuff. I think he put a dessert or something on there for me. He's like, "Hey, these desserts are like pre-made," and I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. Just go get me a slice of carrot cake or something. That's fine." And I stopped and got Wendy's or something on the way home. But yeah, that's a good rule of thumb with a restaurant. Don't send the food back. When Hollywood makes fun of it, they're not really just making fun of it. Like, that's a thing. Like, that's really a thing. And the basic rule of thumb, going to restaurants late, and my wife does not still believe me on this one. It is okay to go into a restaurant a half an hour before they close. That's fine. Going in there 10 minutes, 15 minutes before they close, like unless you're doing carry out or something, that's a no-no. Don't do that. There's people in there cleaning up the kitchen and stuff. They want to go home. They don't want you coming in there telling them that they got to reopen stuff and get stuff out of walk-in that they already put away, and they wrap it up, man. Like, I don't understand why restaurants just don't do that. Hey, look, the doors are open till 10. The last orders need to go in at like 9:30 unless it's carry out. Like, we'll do carry out after that, but you can't be hanging out here. Gotta take your stuff and go. Okay, what else do we got? Flour, this, that. Yeah, let's just leave it. For coffee, we will leave on the stove. I know you're not, oh, that's weird. We'll leave it over here, so we know that we gotta cook that one. And how bad was this? That's kind of okay. We'll just put that over here. Actually, let me take one of those coffees. Goomba's Pizzeria. That's so awesome. Like, I so want to go to that place. I think it's in Florida. I think it's in like southwest Florida or something, like Lakeland or something like that. Port St. Lucie, somewhere in there. Got Flare I can kind of drop. drop off these firearm supplies. I don't think I'm going down to the car again right now. It's a longer walk than you think it is, as I saw earlier. And I'm just going to leave the slugs here. I have like 46 rifle bullets left. Leave that. Yeah, let's go ahead and leave that. Let me take a quick look at what's in here. 17% on that. Mackinon's getting kind of low. The main thing in this one that I'm worried about is that it's the hockey jersey. Like, I think that's the only one I've found, and I think it's really cool. I don't want it to get destroyed. I think all the rest of this stuff can just hang. Where are we? Okay, it's early in the day still. The lights are on down here. I think I put a toolbox and stuff down here. I just want to make sure. Yeah. Got one of each type, actually. How's that? 83. Good. Got one rabbit pelt. Nothing in the drawer. Hacksaw. Oh. It's trash too. We're gonna do something about that one day. You can repair it with an orange toolbox, actually. I just prefer to mill it when possible. Unfortunately, I don't have any. Well, I guess fortunately, I don't have any prison stories of my own to share you. I've never been busted. I have to live vicariously through the experiences of others. It's funny, a bunch of my friends were sitting around talking about times they've been busted and stuff like that. And oh, my prints are still there. Oh, I just got here today. I was like, wasn't that yesterday? Didn't I sleep in there? But no, I got here today. Isn't it cool how they look different now? They're more faint. I'll follow them backwards, see how far they go. Most games, they keep like a set number of footprints, like the last 1,000 steps or something. And then after that, they start fading away, like they just disappear. No, yeah, see, now they're going away. Like, they're getting fainter now. That's pretty cool. And then, somebody said something about prisons in Mexico, and then one of the guys speaks up for the other end of the table. He's like, Mexican prison is nothing like that. And just like the graveness of his voice, everybody turned and looked at him. He's like, yeah, no. I've been to prison in Mexico. It's not like that. And he didn't elaborate, but the only other advice that he gave was that in Mexico, you're fine if you're pulled over or anything like that. Is how much cash everybody has in their wallets. Like if you don't have enough cash, then you go into jail. But if you have enough cash, then We're taking all your money and then letting you go. You know, some of the police departments are almost that bad here. I think that there are 2 different bears that could be here. Like in this general vicinity. There's one up by the radio, and then there's one that lives down here at the base. The old rope used to be around here somewhere, like up, yeah, there it is, right there. But we moved it, so it's not there anymore. There's bones in there. We gotta check that deer in a minute. I always think that rock is a sleeping bear. You can come across sleeping bears in caves too, it does actually occur. Okay. Yeah, let's check this guy, see if he has anything on him. I don't see any arrows. I was watching this. I watch a couple of the car travel channels or the teenagers or young adults, whatever. Gen Zers driving around in their vans, cross country and stuff. And I was watching one guy for a while whose his channel was really good. He had some talent, or has. But and I could kind of tell that he was from money, but it seemed like that he was disowned basically, and because his truck was not nice or anything like that, you know, it was a 30-year-old truck or something, and and then one day he messed up. He messed up, and he lost me as a viewer anyway. I unsubscribed immediately because he said he actually admitted that he does not drive his stuff all over the place, like from Canada to Mexico, and because he had been to Canada and Alaska and Mexico and all these places. What he does is that he has different cars in different countries or like different parts of the U.S. and he flies in and then gets his car out of hock. He has it in like a storage unit, and so he'll just pull it in a storage unit, lock it, take a flight out, and then go somewhere else. And then, like, dude, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Like, you're supposed to be the travel channel thing. Like, unless you're posting the airline flights and doing something innovative with the airline travel, then that's not what people are tuning into your channel for, bro. They want to see you, like, driving around, living through blizzards and going through deserts, and they want to see you, like, helicoptering in. It's like those people that the rich bankers and stuff that pull in Harleys to Sturgis on the back of a trailer that they've never ridden or hadn't ridden in a year, and they drive it off the trailer and into town like they just drove 3,000 miles. Like, dude, that's not, like, why are you even doing that? You're a complete poser. Just a complete poser. That's a word that needs to come back. Complete and total poser. I think that's where the bear cave is, and so the hunting blind should be back that way. There should be a body and like a deer right here. Yeah, there they are, I think right there. We've already been here this game. Yeah, see the hunting blind, and so the way to Mystery Lake should be over there. I always think it goes to Trapper's Cabin. Like, I almost said it out loud. It does not go to Trapper's Cabin. I'll take 2 of these and I will leave 3. This is a well-trod path for me. I might actually really need those one day. But yeah, it's like, dude, you have no idea. He's gonna log in and be like, why did I lose 10,000 subscribers? Because you told the truth. Like, maybe if you had been a little bit more open about you doing that, like at the beginning, I wouldn't have, wouldn't have disowned him or whatever. And then there's another girl that, I think I mentioned her before on here, that does fire towers and stuff. And, she was honest. She's taken a break from her channel, and she posted like a long, basically an apology letter on there saying that she never in a million years thought that people would watch her stuff. That she just thought it would be cool to travel around in her 20s and, film her travels and just see the United States. And she was like, and then once my channel became popular, it became a job. And instead of me looking at stuff and looking at places I wanted to go and people I wanted to meet, and it became what's going to get me clicks. And she was like, and I've been unhappy for a long time. And she was like, it's lonely doing it. Like, it's real lonely, because she actually does the driving. And, did I map this? And so she's taking a break from it. She's walking the Appalachian Trail or something. Or, she's doing the thing from, I think she's walking like the Rocky Mountain Trail or something. But she said that she's not going to be posting every day or anything like that, that she'll post like a weekly update or something on there just to keep people in the know. But, be honest with your viewers. Like, I don't ever expect anybody besides my wife and my kid to watch this. Maybe myself. Lord knows my talking puts myself to sleep constantly. I've literally fallen asleep talking before. It's not really my fault. I had narcolepsy by proxy for a while. I was on a name brand, now over-the-counter allergy medication, and another medication. Both of them combined. I actually had the pharmacist call me one day. Not like some guy at the pharmacy, but the actual pharmacist called me like on a Sunday night and asked if I took those at the same time of day. And I said yes. And he's like, asked if I had narcolepsy, basically. And I was like, well, yes, I do have narcolepsy. And he was like, well, that's because these two things combine to cause that. And he's like, it's extremely dangerous. He's like, if you're going to do that, you need to take it before bed. Or you need to break it up and take one at night and one, see? I know I'm an idiot. I talk and not pay attention. Need to break them up. But yeah, I'd fall asleep in the middle of conversations. I would fall asleep, driving sometimes on the way to work. I would be nodding off. Like, I just woke up, took a shower, and had coffee. I'm sitting here nodding off. Oh yeah, I got like 20 pounds, baby. We taking that. Not really sure why I'm so unencumbered. I feel like I left something I was supposed to have. Do I have my actual rifle? Like, yes. Okay. So, I probably was almost killed because two medications conflict with each other to give a new condition. I think that hurt me in the career I was in at the time, because I would be nodding off in meetings and stuff. Like, meetings are boring anyway, and now you're gonna give me narcolepsy? How am I supposed to deal with that? It's the dam here we did not map. We gotta map the dam when we get up there. We gotta remember. Yeah, but I know my boss at the time, I think I embarrassed her in a meeting by falling asleep. But by the time I figured out that's what it was, she wasn't my boss anymore, and I'd moved on to another team somewhere, and so it didn't matter. But I should have went and told her anyway, so she wouldn't keep running her mouth about me. She was somebody who admitted to, this was back in the day, a long time ago, admitted that she stalked people on Facebook, and that she not only looked at all their stuff, but looked at the people that they knew, and like that it was her favorite pastime was basically stalking people on Facebook. And then after I left the company, or after I was off her team, she sent me like an invite on there, and I was like, no, No way, and that goes for everybody. I didn't add anybody that I work with on Facebook until I didn't work there anymore. Doing that. Once I don't work there anymore, fine. But Zuckerberg went and destroyed Facebook, so he went and took something that was supposed to be unifying and good and pure, and he just destroyed it. He profited off of it to an extreme extent, to the point where nobody uses it anymore. Like, it was supposed to be the rubber band effect for, should I eat those guys? I'm trying to remember if I got anything up here. I don't think I have anything up here at all. We do have those arrows. It was supposed to be something that was supposed to cancel out the move to industrial centers and stuff, and third wave kind of stuff. With industrialization and all this other stuff, people moved away from the farms and big cities, and then it was continued with the highway system and stuff. People just moving away from their families, and families getting separated and basically never hearing from anybody again. And that was the rubber banding effect. That was supposed to be the counterbalance, where, you know, that and Ancestry.com for like the long-term stuff got everybody unified again and got you back in touch with your elders and ancestors and all kinds of stuff. That he went and screwed it up. Talking about screwing up. Facebook, the precursor to Facebook, or what should have been Facebook, is Classmates.com. But they decided to go to initially have a pay-to-play model, and so nobody ever joined it. Nobody still doesn't join it. Every once in a while, I'll get a spam email from them, and I'm like, holy crap, you guys are still a thing? Like, I didn't know you still existed. I don't know if I need charcoal or not. Like, I'm sorry, you guys are still around. But like they said the thing the other day, saying, oh, if you upload your entire yearbook, you know, scan and upload every page of your yearbook, that you'll get a month free. No, I'm not supplying you with your product for you to charge me. Like, no, man. The stupidest thing ever. Now, if you scanned your entire yearbook and then or a yearbook, and you give me a lifetime membership or something, then okay, now you're talking. Maybe I would do that. I'm a historian. I realize the significance of, you know, of that. I don't have the rabbit skinned yet. I might actually do that. But I'm not gonna do it for free and then have you pay me. Charge me. Nah. You messed up. You missed the boat, friend. You could have been Zuckerberg. Like, I saw a clip of somebody making fun of the guy that started MySpace, where they texted him on Twitter or something, seeing that MySpace had just sold for like $3 million or something. And the guy texted him a thing saying, oh, it was $1 billion company and you sold it for $3 million, or, you know, what a loser, you know, like they were knocking him. And he was like, actually, I sold that company 10 years ago for $180 million or whatever it was, so excuse me while I go take a ride in my Ferrari. I feel like all those pieces of rabbit meat were weird sized. A moderate amount of soup. Go ahead and do it. Yeah, at this point, I really want to know what the high vitamin C item is in this game. Like, there's got to be one, right? Got to be one. Yeah, I'm glad I just did that. I forgot about the dam being dark. They ruined my favorite place to base. There's a love base in there. I'm just gonna blow my freaking torch out. I have to shoot my way past these walls or something. Come on. There you go. Yeah, but Facebook showed that people had this overwhelming desire to reconnect with people. And you just took it and exploited it to the point where it's a dead thing now. I gotta go up on that other cliff face over there someday. I know there's stuff up there, and I think I've talked about it. Like, I think I went halfway up there, but I didn't do the whole thing, I don't think. But hey, we did the other little buildings. Yeah, at the crossroads today, so we did our due diligence. I am not gonna relight this torch. I don't think I'm gonna save my torches for inside the dam. It'll cost me a match, but it'll save me on fuel or flares or something else. I don't need that anymore anyway. Insider trading is the thing that gets me hot too. If politicians are legally able to do insider trading. So irritating. I found a website today where you can track their trades now. Somebody's actually posting the stuff. It's not real time, unfortunately. It should be. They should. All of their stuff should be plugged into a central thing where it's tracked immediately what they're doing. And frankly, like when I was a stockbroker, all my trades went through to my supervisor or his supervisor. Like he got an email saying this person has bought XYZ. And so if something happened, and like I was actually privy to inside information, like big information, like I could have made a ton of money if it wasn't for that. And so that's what irritates me even more, because technically I think it's a victimless crime, usually. I mean, unless you're instigating the insider trading event. Like if you go on TV and say something that's true or not true, knowing that it's going to spike it, then that I'm not down with. But if you hear something from somebody and so you decide to buy in, I don't think that's that big of a deal. But I got a call from a guy who wanted me to do a search. See, like when you have inside information, you gotta, it's sort of like the death by provenance thing that we talked about yesterday. And that before you can trade on the information, you have to be able to find the knowledge on a public forum that's acceptable. I remember looking at those like 10 times. That normal people not involved with the company or insider knowledge should be able to find it easily before you can trade on it. And I had a guy call me and asked me to look it up, and it's public knowledge now, so I can talk about it. But he knew this, a small company had finally figured out how to make green lasers. And because nobody had ever been able to make green lasers before. They couldn't make red and they could make blue, but they couldn't figure out how to make green. And you couldn't have holograms and all the stuff now, the projection TVs where they project the light up using lasers and stuff. Like all this technology that came out after that. The sights on guns, like you know how they always used to be red, but now there's green ones. The laser sights. All that stuff used to not be a thing, and I knew immediately that was like groundbreaking. Like I knew immediately that once you have that, you can do holograms and stuff. Like before you do that, because if you don't, you just have red and blue, so your hologram's going to be all red, or it's going to be all blue, or it's going to be purple. You have to be able to mix it, and so I knew that was a game-changing technology, and I wanted to trade on that information so bad. Like so bad, and I had to do what I was supposed to do. I called the supervisory desk and told them that I was privy to inside information, and then that's spreading it too. So you have to be careful what you say. So you call up and you say, hey, I got something, and I told them, I was like, this is definitely inside information that people can make money on. And the guy was like, okay, don't say anything more. He was like, I need to know the symbol. And so what would happen is I was basically banned from trading that symbol. That they flagged my account basically saying that I had inside information about that company. And so I wasn't to be trading on it. But I was not to tell him or my supervisor or anybody else what I was told. And they flagged the call so that if my supervisor pulled the call and listened to it, that they would know that he knew. Even if he didn't call and report it, they would flag him. And they probably flagged him anyway. But, so that if he traded on it, he'd get in trouble. So that's why it annoys me that politicians are able to rake in, like, Nancy Pelosi is one of the richest women in the world. She's been a public servant her entire life, and she's one of the richest women in the world. How? And there are Republicans that do it too, and there are independents that do it. The one guy literally had cash sewn into his jackets. Like, he got convicted the other day. See, a senator in New Jersey? I don't know. I don't remember. It's not important. Bob M. something. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But he had gold bars and stuff, and that cracked me up too. Since I have a finance background, I was like, yeah, whoever gave him those gold bars hates him right now because those have serial numbers. We can track those. Like unless he took those, into a fire that was hot enough to melt gold, like they're gonna be able to figure out who that belongs to, like who you got that from, friend. That's so irritating. People like me do the right thing, and they freaking let a fortune go by. And I've never gone to see and do the extrapolation things to see like what a $10,000 investment or whatever would have been if I would have bought into that company. Because I'd probably throw up all over myself. Because usually what happens is a small company invents something like that, and the answer when the guy called was no. That I could not find anything on it yet, so he could not buy it yet. But if he was able to buy it, then I would be able to buy it, and I would have been able to do it. Now, could I have gone in every day and looked at the thing? Yeah, probably. But like I said, they were watching me. I knew my stuff was flagged, so it just wasn't worth it. It's not worth possibly going to jail or whatever and getting fired. Yeah, well, actually, it probably would have been, but I don't think jail is a very inspiring place to go to. And that's why that guy, that Bitcoin guy who gave like, a ridiculous amount of money to politicians, like I think in the 2020, the 2022 elections, the midterms, he gave all together different Democrats in the Democrat Party, he gave them like $500 million. One of the Bitcoin idiots, the one with the girlfriend that kind of looks like Gollum, they both went to jail. But yeah, just $500 million. He gave them $500 million and they couldn't keep him out of jail, and that's because they didn't want to. Why they didn't? Like, what did he do? Like, he himself completely swung the midterm elections. Like, $500 million is a ridiculous amount of money. Because, I mean, you think the senators and stuff like that are given a ton of money to run on and stuff like that, but they're really not when you look at it. Like, their average war chest might be 5 million. So you start spreading around coin like that, you're going to get some stuff done. You know, you're literally buying seats. Those bunnies are eating already, right? Yeah. May as well cut them up and leave them here. He had cash sewn into his jacket. Yeah, the people literally like gave him the coat at a function, and you know, wink, wink, nod, nod, and he has so much money, so much crooked money that he didn't even cut it open to get the money out. He just hung it in his closet. What a despicable loser. Yeah, but the insider trading for Congress used to be way more sketchy than it is right now. Like, way more. And after Enron, I think, and WorldCom, they cranked down on that hard. Well, not hard, but they cranked down on it a little bit. They were like, yeah, we need to kind of bring this under control. Wink, wink, nod, nod. And they made it a little bit more so that, like, they had to report their accounts and stuff like that, but they have like a 6-month window where they can do whatever they want. And it's not like I did, where they have insider trading and they have to report it. Like if they go into a Senate hearing and they're like, oh, you know, we're gonna fine Facebook, you know, $500 billion. You know, they can't go out and then short Facebook. You know, they're not supposed to do that, but that's what they were doing before. They would go out and knowingly trade on information that they had not made public yet. Or like if they're in some agriculture meeting and they find out that, you know, I don't know, something about agriculture, like farm futures or something, that the entire citrus crop is dead or something, that they can't run out and do stuff before everybody else knows. We need to go to the keg, which is the other way. This goes to, where does that go? Drawing a blank. Getting old, man. Starting to just remember. So yeah, that's the keg. Where does this go? Oh, the ravine. Okay, yeah, that's where I deploy the rope. So that goes to Desolation Point and the ravine, and then once you go past the ravine, that goes to Coastal Highway. There's two different ways to go to Coastal Highway. You can get there from a mine in Pleasant Valley that we haven't been in yet. Or you can go that way. You can go over the ravine and over a broken... We didn't map the dam, did we? Jesus. Okay. We'll have to do that next time. We gotta remember to do that one day. Nah, but it sucks being an honest person sometimes. Knowing full well that anybody in Congress would have traded on that information and made millions. No, I just gotta sit back and do the right thing, because I have horrible luck. That would have been the phone call my boss pulled that week to listen to or whatever, and he would have heard me. And found out I traded on it and didn't tell him. And that's really where the sin there would have been. Like, oh, I didn't get to get in on the action. Yeah, I never looked up that company to see what happened to them. I saw that they weren't listed anymore at one point, but I knew usually when people come up with stuff like that, they get bought up like immediately. Sony or somebody comes in and snatches up the whole company for a ridiculous amount of money. And then if you own shares, then you own however many shares in Sony. But the shareholders get a vote as to whether or not they want to accept the offer or not. That used to be one of my big, like for some reason, like ooh. I'd prefer to save the bullet, friend. Jeff was not there either this time. Yeah, it sucks being honest. Sitting there knowing that all the people that make the laws would have done it. Yeah, but it's illegal too for me to go in, and like I took a call one time with somebody selling $3 million in options, and I had to actually call the actual trading floor and talk to an actual guy like on the movies with the tickets. And believe it or not, that actually happens. But basically it was somebody, he doesn't necessarily work on the floor like that, but he can work on the computers there at the floor. Basically I had to call a big trader, like somebody that trades a lot of shares, but he had to sell it throughout the day. You can't just dump $3 million in like a small company or whatever. It would completely tank the market and everything, like, or not the market, but it will tank that company. You'll get less money because you sold all at once. So he was having to sell 50,000, 100,000 at a time throughout the day until he sold it all. But if I would have gone in like immediately after, or while I was on the phone with the guy, like before he even hung up, if I went in and I shorted it or something, knowing that it was probably going to go down that day, then that's insider trading. You'd be arrested. So there's all kinds of different ways you can do insider trading, but
Man, I am too tired to think straight.
They're not typically recommended. So I get especially irate when things like that Senator with the money in his jacket, when people like that get busted or something, knowing that I could have made fat cash and chose to do the right thing. To really imaginary victims, like it's hard to fathom the victims of insider trading. They do exist. I mean, if you're making money, somebody's losing money. So if I went in there and made that money, somebody else is losing that money. Because there's people that go in there, like we talked about the other day, taking negative positions and short positions, betting on the company doing bad. And me going in there and driving the price up is going to cost that guy money. Did I leave fish out here? I want to say there were wolves out here every time when we had to walk back alone. There is a bunch of bear meat up at the other place though. I'll be quiet. Come on, I just want a little meat. A little slice of meat. We'll go up here since we know we got an entire bear up at Trapper's Cabin. It's a little bit out of the way, but I think walking there and back is going to be less time than walking to the fishing cave, fishing, and then coming back. So I got to start. It's not only do you have to fish, but you got to start a fire and stuff too. Up here, I just need to walk up, eat it, and go. Looks like it's a clear night. But I'll probably stop there. My ears are starting to hurt. That means it's been over an hour and a half. Probably more like 3 hours or something, actually. Yeah, but if I didn't say it, somebody look up Goomba's Pizzeria. See what's going on with that cat. I was wondering if he got wasted in prison for being in witness protection to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get in witness protection unless you're a snitch. I wasted that last one. He cut it at the last minute. I don't think we've encountered that wolf here. His paw prints disappeared fast. He must be out there booking. I think that's the fire I lit the other day. I think I was cooking
It's getting
something.
dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Do I have food by it?
I need anything right about now.
Bean. That might be food right there. That's a pretty big slice. I'm gonna leave that. Future me might need that one day. I'll get up here before I lose my bonus, and there's meat here, so we'll just have that be beef jerky for the road or something. I wonder if the bear's back. I think technically he could be. know if it's worth coming up over this hill to look. And we're still eating and drying out the last beer. I think it takes 3 or 4 days for them to come back, but to be honest, I've kind of lost track over. Can I get him from here, you think? No. Where's the shot? I don't see no bear. I don't want to take a shot at y'all just because. Oh, I should have done it. Come back by here again, I'm gonna do it. I just let you walk right by me like that twice. I just checked to see if my mute button was on or off, because last time I had a session this meaningful, I had forgot to record it. I think what happened is I think I double clicked the stop button. Unfortunately, they're the same button, and so I think it stopped and started like immediately. Yeah, but the last time I had this many meaningful things to say, I was just literally talking to myself because I didn't record it. I hate it when it looks like it's gonna be an aurora and then it's not like that. Should we put these guys up? Yeah. If we catch something overnight, we catch something overnight. If not, we take them down.
Can you eat trees?
But we gotta get those 100 rabbits sooner or later. Okay, do not eat the raw meat. That is raw meat. Here is the cooked meat. Okay, that was barely all of it. But, do 2 hours. See if it kicks on. I don't know if this stuff
I'm not sure I can
decays.
carry much more.
Still, it's on the floor. I don't know. I don't know if like the 91% is how long it took me to skin the rabbit. Or if it takes off like 1 point a month or something, but usually I try not to leave that stuff on the floor, but now I just realized I don't have any storage here. I could go in here. It's a lot of rabbits. Kind of impressed by myself, actually. You got a rabbit, so I wonder if we got any takers. Ooh. It's a beautiful morning. Looks like we got a couple ruined. Are they all ruined? That's weak sauce right there. No, I want to drop the other two. Take the broken one. I don't know why I'm bothering taking that rabbit hide. You know, 45 of them in there, I'm never going to use them.
Think of fire.
Well, that makes a pretty good timer. It's been 8 days since we killed that bear, or 9 days. I think it takes 10 days for that to dry out. Alright, that's it for me. I need to get something to eat. Oh, nope. Gotta log out. 79 on Cold Fusion. Rerunner, we're getting real close to that one. Gotta start sprinting more. Go back in here, let's see what our stats are. Or at least how many days we got. Like 200? Oh. $27 of 25. I love it. Fix it, Hinterland. Fix it. I'm mainly doing this for you guys. 5 bears killed. I think it's funny it says days and sundered past 0. But we did step onto the map. I feel like that should count for a day, you know what I'm saying? We discovered it. Legit on our own. I don't know why I just did that. I'm logging out. No, back up. Okay. Alright, forgive me. It has been a couple of days. In real time. Give me a second to figure out what I'm doing. I was having major issues for weeks getting videos to upload to YouTube. And I finally figured out not how to do it, but I found out a different way that works. Instead of posting to YouTube directly, I'm posting through my video editing software, which has a tab to upload to YouTube by itself. And that works, whereas the other way does not. So I really don't care how it gets up there as long as it does it. So I'm doing it that way now, and it seems to be working great. Actually, let's get rid of this lantern. Do I have another lantern in here? Next time I see a regular lantern, I'm getting rid of... Yeah, there we go. It doesn't have a lot of gas in it. You know what? Let's drop it. I want to leave... Well... Yeah, I mean, I do... I'm trying to think if I do crafting here or not. Kind of not. I don't want to leave the red lantern someplace where I'm not going to ever use it again. I want to leave it someplace where I craft. So next time I'm in the dam, I'm going to swap them out. I've made the determination that the red one's just not worth it. Stop double dropping stuff. I don't know why it double drops stuff, but I hate it. I hate it. Why? Oh my god. Finally. That's what she said. I don't know if it's... I mean, I know I'm not hitting the button twice, so I don't know if it's lag or if it's just super sensitive or if it has push sensitivity or why it keeps doing that, but I've never used a controller in my life that does it like this one does. I don't know what the deal is. No idea. Yeah, let's get some water. We got some baking stuff here. Oh, yeah, okay, we got these here. We'll leave these peaches. They're already bad, they're not gonna hurt anything. I think this is full-ish. The black bear hide is almost full. Was the moose? Didn't I have the moose drying here? Oh, was that wet? I think that was wet. Oh, I've got another bear in here. Did I scrap those other ones? I did, I think, and then I dropped the wood like an idiot. Okay. Put the toolbox back. Oh, it sounded like it was horrible out here, but still bright at the very least. Oh my god, it's another bunny. Y'all gotta stop doing this. Oh, okay. Good. Just realized that it never drops double drops things. Oh, see, look, what? What are y'all doing? It never double drops things when I am intentionally dropping things. Like if I drop these fish hooks, it never drops one in the middle. It drops the last one. It double drops this fish hook with this flare. It always does it one too many times. So I don't know if it's because on the last one I press the button down longer than I normally do. Maybe that's what I need to do, is start pressing the last drop just as fast as I press the other ones. Maybe that's it. All these are raw, right? Okay. I don't remember specifically what I was doing. We wanted to make our way back to the airport. The airport is... What do we determine? Down Broken Railroad? I think that was our determination, that it was down Broken Railroad. Make sure I'm not hauling anything stupid down here. Goodbye, Mama dear. There's a wolf over there. I wouldn't run over that hill again if I were you. Yeah, go ahead, don't listen. You can keep going that way now. There might be one up by the tracks. Fine, be that way. Need to start setting some of these up by Trapper's Cabin. One of these days, maybe they'll figure out the cache so that they actually help preserve meat. Right now, though, I kind of want to do an experiment to see if they cause a windbreak. Keep your fire from going out. Yeah, see, you're supposed to be distracted by that deer. I tried to give you food, but the food wouldn't come. Where the hell did it go? If you're gonna walk the other way, listen, man, we can try it your way. Well, that was a piece of bark originally. He's gonna hit on me. Why can't I run? Oh. I've been cheating and playing another game. Okay, we gotta try to remember to drop this guy off at Broken Railroad. I doubt I will ever use it there, but there is a forge there, so why not take it there? And unlike some of the other, we haven't mapped this whole thing yet, have we? I don't think there's any way we could have. We did. Holy crap. Okay, so we got like 3 of the original regions done. The Broken Railroad's done too. Somehow. I don't ever remember going in that back section. Maybe we'll do that on the way. There's a section of Broken Railroad that I don't think we went to. Speaking of which, I wonder if we got that Karn over there. There's a tree back there. Once again, we crossed the keg. We just going straight through no matter what this time. Okay, let's see if Kitty is out today. Huh, but thought I saw a stick out of the corner of my eye. I hear something over this way. Oh, there she is. Good morning, Kitty. Just want to make sure she's not up by this train. Considering she phases through its walls to grab you. I have documented video proof on my channel. She can get you in that train car standing in the middle of it. By the fire barrel. With the fire going. She'll just walk up and grab you and eat you. Too shabby. I know I searched that backpack already. Think I really have anything too good to drop in here. Oh, there's an axe. There's already some coal in here, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. That axe won't do me any good down there, so I'll take it up and try to remember to drop it with the hammer. It's amazing going back and editing. Seeing the wolves and stuff I don't see or the stuff I don't pay attention to. Items I miss. Wow. I think I see one up there finally, but this is an extremely uninvolved trip across the keg. There's a little bit of snow starting. But if all trips across the keg were like this, I wouldn't hate it so much. This is nice. Yeah, this is gonna turn south fast. Oh, there's the other bear. Yeah, this is muskeg weather right here. This is gonna turn to a full-on whiteout before we can get off the map. Oh, don't turn back the other way, dude. I was just about to try to go around you. I can try to shoot it to scare it off, but it might just turn it back our direction again. I don't think I can make it to that. I don't know. I don't know. That's iffy. I think I probably can. I think it's better than 50-50 that I can make it. But if I don't, then all my clothes will be wet. I'll automatically have hypothermia. And it will delay everything. There's a wolf. Oh, there's a car. It's a nice little hidden away one that should be unnamed. There's a deer. Okay, so we're gonna try to thread the needle between these two wolves, basically. Grab that in case we have to start a fire. I don't think I have any regular wood on me. And I don't think there's any way I'm making across that blind. Look how dark that water is. There's a deer, that's good. That was an odd noise. Yeah, y'all go that way, y'all. Why don't y'all go get in with that bear over there? Give him something to do. I'm really surprised that the weather held off. I thought it was going to start going down immediately. So right now we know that there can be 2 bears active on this map. And there are 2 that spawned this game. We got the end cap bears, bookend bears. They guard both entrances. Oh, do I have... Oh, that's what those peaches were for. Oh, well, I guess I got rid of it. I thought I picked up that can of peaches to warn me of scurvy. Let's grab these just in case. Although I might need to start carrying some peaches everywhere at this point. I really don't know what scurvy does when you get it, and I don't want to look it up. First time it happens to me, I'll experience it, but I have a feeling if it's like real life, it'll be like permanent frostbite. It'll do some sort of permanent damage to you. What if it permanently took away from fatigue? Oh my god. Like running? That would be the worst. Okay, there's the other bear. Yeah, if it took like 25% off that running bar right there, like that's what I have gone right now is 25%. If it took another 25% off, I would just quit. That's worse than death. I ain't doing that. And that's what you do when you wear like the bearskin coat and the moose jacket and all that other crap. It's just so heavy. Well, it's heavy and it's burdensome. It's both. So it takes away from that line automatically. And then it also weighs a ton. That's why I try not to wear it. I mean, like on Interloper, you have to. You don't have a choice. Even if you find all the best gear on there, like 2 Mackinac jackets and 2 sets of the red leggings and all that stuff, it's still just not enough. Just not enough. Especially for the new maps. I was going to take a detour down in this area down here, but I think this snow is actually going to happen. Let's keep going this time, and we'll go back there next time and look around and map. There could be dudes and caves and all kinds of stuff back there I don't know about, so we'll give it a gander next time. I meant to swap this bow out. The woodsman's bow I read the other day, it has better durability, but it specifically said you couldn't repair that one. But it said it like the way it was phrased, like you can't repair that one, but you could repair the other one. So, because otherwise I don't think it would mention it, because you can't repair the survival bows, like the ones you make yourself, the caveman bows. So why would you specifically say you couldn't repair that one when, if you couldn't repair any of them, you would just say that? I don't know. It was just phrased in a way where it made it sound like some bows could be repaired. But anyway, I keep meaning to switch that one out, and I keep forgetting. Try to save it for late game. Well, I guess I can always just save the other one for late game. I think I do have the other one somewhere. I think we found them both. At this point, I think we got all of it. I think we got all 3 rifles. We got the flashlight, and we got the lantern. I think that's it for special named gear. Well, there's the stuff you get for the quests that we haven't done yet. We can't do anything about that. Okay, so there's one. And he's gonna be a problem. He looks like he's coming at me already, but the wind's in my favor. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, that would have had him. I'm trying to remember there. I know we killed a bear in the back. I think we killed like a whole slew of wolves. Look, I think I got a whole ton of meat. Whoa, dude, come on. Oh, I missed. Oh, I knew that one was kind of iffy with the grass there. I'm trying to remember if I got food there or not. I think I do. I think we killed like 4 wolves in the yard and we gutted them all and we took them down. Yeah, it's getting to be nighttime. I was just gonna try to press on. Oh, I did get him. Look at me. Yeah, I gave that shot like a 50-50 when I took it. I had clearer ones like 5 times and didn't do it. I kept moving. If I knew I had him, I would have gutted that other guy back there. And at least brought his meat up forward a little bit towards the place. But we will go and spend the night in the train yard. Even though I was going to keep going, but a combination of the weather, needing to eat, and it being almost night, and I have those 2 different tools to drop off. So we will just go there and just do it. We got like 4 or 5 different reasons to go. Being impatient is the only thing that will keep me going, and that's where you mess up. Yeah, see, that looks like it's getting worse up there. It looks like it's getting wider. Yeah, I'm going to try to look up to see if anybody's actually done videos of different categories of blizzards. Maybe I'll do that, because I know that you could tell on the Whiteout challenge you could go and do it that way, I think. There's one wolf. He's inside the fence though, you can't shoot through the fence. So you can shoot through the gaps in the sections. On. we got nothing else. We got breakfast. I ain't doing them now, though. Let's get our other gun out. I know I've looked in here before, but let's go ahead and give another look. We got time and the inclination to... The wind's not in my favor right now. Nice.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Grab a couple of those. Ooh, I don't think that one of them was broken. Huh. Not really. Why did I leave it there, though? I know I left it there. Do I currently even have a hacksaw? Is that why I left it there? I don't know. I don't remember why I left it. Okay, so let's go in there and drop those tools before I forget. Okay, we do have a toolbox there, and we got rope, and we got gas. My Mackinac jacket's looking kind of bleak. Maybe I'll fix that one. Oh, yeah, is there a lantern here? No. There is a hacksaw. It's better than the one I got. Take some of these. I think I'll take on all of those. Airfield does not have an ammo workbench. Leave 6 of those. Let's leave that.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I think we're gonna try to fix that guy. At least once. Drop some sticks. And let's get back to where our bed is. Oh, we got like all the means of baking stuff here. That's good. Do I have 2 pieces of cloth? I do. What was it, 22%, I think. 63%, okay. It'll last a bit longer now. It's hard seeing good clothes rot. You spend so long on Interloper wishing for that coat. Good to see it sit here and go to ruin. Seems like a sin.